I feel like I need to go through the dictionary and read off the definition of loyalty and respect. People don't know what the fuck it means, man. Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't say that you riding for me if you lying to me. I ain't never gonna change, no. Pharaoh, what up, man? Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from. Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from. How can you swear that you loyal as fuck? How we locked in, but they know what's up. How we a team, out chasing these dreams, but you gotta leave when I'm down on my luck. How I know you got me when you ain't never showed me. My only riders and my closest homies. Send them for me, they gon' send them for me. If you got shooters, go ahead, send them for me. We can end the story. And ain't it crazy how I paint it well? Every man got a point where his patience fail. In the fast lane waiting on the brakes to fail. If you wanna leave, I can take you there. Lay me down in some great apparel. Put my Western on me, cause the devil know me. And I'ma bust it off at them gates of hell. Love, loyalty, check. I'ma die with my respect. And I'ma leave no one not grinded to make sure my kids live a life that's the best. And I'ma leave no one that was never flawed, kept it raw, every song in the bank. If you can't relate, then play the next one up, cause I done been through some shit that you ain't. Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from. Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from.
Said, where were you when I was down and out and ain't have nobody to rock with me? I was out here just a lone wolf, looking to my side, who gon' ride with me? Got some fake friends, got some blue faces. It's so love, I done changed paces. Been the same nigga for a long time. Remember the Titans, I'm strong side, cause some homies off, but I ain't never lost. That street shit, cause I done paid the cost. Was lieutenant in the shit a long time, but my mind frame, I'ma be the boss. When they hit me up, just let that phone ring. Voicemail picking up. If you need help, just pray that I answer. And if not, homie, you down in your luck. Burn bridges, you can't cross shit. Either you sink or you swim, no CrossFit. So my old age got me focused. Talking kill bitch shit in my loafers. So got some hitters in the back with boulders. Ready to swing on anything that knows you. But a love lost, that's a lesson learned. Build patience, homie, I done told you.
Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from. Don't tell me you real if you ain't. Don't tell me you got me if you can't. Don't say that you rhyme for me if you lying to me. Left me on red to fill in the blanks, and I ain't never gonna change, no. And I hate that you changed up. I'll be here when the rain come. They wanna know what the pain from.
Oh my God. What a damn day. Shout out to everybody listening and tuning in to QSJRadio.com. You've just heard the homie Flo. That's his latest single right now, available on iTunes. A hip-hop artist born and raised in Bluefield, West Virginia. He delivers 90s bars with a more modern style, a modern sound, if you guys seen him. Growing up in the 90s and in the 80s and 90s hip-hop, he idolizes more of those 90s artists than today's artists, as most old heads would usually do. But it's okay. But because the evaporation, or not evaporation, but the evolution of hip-hop, you got to keep up with the times at the same time, which is beats and stuff like that. So it's all good. But anyways, big shout out to everybody listening. The homie Flo is in the building. What up, Flo?
What up, what up, what up, what up?
How are you feeling, man?
Oh man, feeling that track. I love that track.
That track is crazy, man. I usually break down these tracks for my inspiration and aspects or something like that. But what was it about that time that you felt like you had to make a track like that?
Man, it's just it seems like a trend in life, man. Like people come and go, that's life. But at the same time, like you got people that come into your life or been in your life that you never feel like are not gonna be there, and then I don't know. It seems like the more we get
Usually
into the
close
social
friends.
media
Yeah.
and hype and the clout, it just seems like people get distant, man, and people start switching up, changing up on you, and nothing really in particular. Just one of those feelings like, man, everything used to be so different. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you real if you ain't,
Yeah.
and don't got me if you can't. Don't tell me you gonna ride for me. So it's like,
If you're not, for real.
right, and it's a thing where with maturity, man, I understand that the older I get and the more I mature, I understand that it's like Nip, man. I'm a huge Nip fan,
Yeah, I
and
seen that. I seen that.
circle got smaller. Everybody can't go,
Yeah.
and as I build with the music and the fan base, and I'm constantly grinding, and it's like I'm doing stickers or shirts or shows or this or that, just networking, and I realize that not everybody is supposed to be here with you, man.
No, not everybody. Big shout out to that because, at the same time, like, that takes a lot. Like, in the 90s hip hop, there was also something that people did was they brought everyone with them. There was the everybody, whatever. But as you grow up, and I'm telling you guys right now, I've polished myself with your discography. And this shit is amazing from beginning to end. I want to know what started it all.
What started the music?
Yeah, for you.
Man, for me, it's crazy because it actually started with a talent show, man.
High school shit.
I was breaking down pallets, man, and
okay.
Me and my dad, we used to build furniture out of pallets. So I'm listening to the radio.
Oh, okay.
They come around and they was talking about a local talent show and money prizes and this and that. So me and my boy was in there breaking pallets down, slaving. I'm like, let's do that,
yeah.
man. Let's join the talent show, right? So I was into poetry already. We went and did the talent show, but when we did the talent show, man, it was more of other people's music, like cover tracks, like.
Okay.
But it's kind of ass backwards, really, if you think about it. Like most people don't start off on stage. I started off on stage, so
wow.
Yeah, so getting that out of the way, like being nervous or being scared to perform, like, and we get up there and we came in second, man, and it was kind of like a shot, like what happened is we had took the music and we took it the week before the last show. Well, they had lost the music.
What?
So we ended up doing the same song 2 weeks back to back. So we came in second. But after that, man, being into poetry and like I had sent poetry off to be published, at a young age, like 13, 14 years old. And I was always a huge hip hop fan, just that was just the lifestyle that I grew up in and things like that. That was me, So
when was this talent show? Like
this was 2006.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was 14 when we first did.
Okay.
I was 14 years old. So being into poetry, man, I was like, after all that and the clout kind of died down, from that, it was crazy because locally we were known. Everybody knew who we were. We were those guys. Like we were the people to be around. And after winning the talent show, coming in second, we didn't win, but we still won, But I was like, man, I think I can do that. I think I can take my words and do that same thing. And the way that happened is, back then it was LimeWire.
Everybody downloading beats
right.
and stuff. Yeah.
So you didn't have like SoundClick and YouTube and all that, So it was like, okay, let me rip some beats off of LimeWire. So I ended up with like Acom beats.
Okay.
They already had the hooks in the beats.
Yeah.
All I had to do was write to the hook starter, right? I didn't know anything about bars. I was young. I had nobody to teach me, so I had to teach myself. But I downloaded these instrumentals, man, that already had the hooks, and I would just write to the hook starter. I'm like, okay, that's 16 bars. So then I was like, okay. And then I was able to count bars and just keep going. And from then, man, it was purchasing studios, back then we had the USB mics and Audacity or Mixcraft, so we were just starting out, man, but we was young. We didn't have a lot of money,
and that shit was pirated as well. I don't care what nobody
we had the crack codes and all that.
We had all that shit.
Like, and I still got a disc somewhere just in case I need to fall back on it.
Word, for real.
Yeah,
I don't know why they had the best VSTs.
Now it's Pro Tools, but back then, man, everything, it was so much more simple. But back then, we were young, man. We didn't care about if we had to pay for beats. We was
Yeah.
jacking beats,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
we were listening to J Arms beat CDs,
Yo, remember that, Jay?
So we're jacking beats
Yo,
and
wait,
we're putting
hold
out
up. You had all this in West Virginia? Like,
I'm telling you.
cause back in the day, West Virginia was like way out there for me.
Hey, well, I mean, and you ask a lot of people, they still are, man. But it's
Yeah.
like everybody's got a ghetto, man, and
Yeah.
I feel like there's a idea that people have that West Virginia is a rednecks and hillbillies, and
Yeah.
it is a lot southern, man. We do have country folks, it's a lot more simple living out here.
Yeah.
But the thing is, man, the drug epidemic is at an all time high. Overdoses is at an all time high. With that comes crime.
Yeah.
Anytime you mix those
Yep.
things together,
And
it
and a
creates
liquor spot.
an environment.
And
Yeah, yeah, it's just an environment that just
yes.
breeds negativity
Yep.
and failure, and that's what's going on around us now. Is there's so many people into it, man, that it's just so there's always something to talk about, man. It's crazy because people think that it's redneck hillbillies, and it's not like that. So everybody's got a ghetto, everybody's got struggle, so I need to clear that up, just for people that ain't from
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
like.
yeah. No, don't get it twisted. I just came from a trip from West Virginia, and it's really beautiful, and there is some hoods,
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
sure.
there is always those.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
state got it,
Oh yeah, yeah, facts.
and a lot probably more than they do the beautification parts. So
Oh
um,
yeah.
so big shout out to the homie Flo. If you guys are just tuning in right now, we're talking to Flo. His Instagram is Flo_304. Let me tell you something about what I've figured out. And it's extremely obvious, especially with the whole Nipsey Hussle. This is almost 10, 12 years of Nipsey. It's not something that just happened with him. Unfortunately, he's gone right now. But Nipsey was a West Side guy, but had so much love everywhere else, especially with some of the East Coast, Southern, and Midwest love. When was it the first time that you got a glance at Nipsey and stood with him?
Man, to be honest, Nipsey's kind of always been in the playlist, but up until like the past probably 3 years, he wasn't at the top of my playlist. Just to be completely honest, and even before, like I know a lot of people, like when Nipsey, the tragedy happened there,
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't even know who Nipsey was. I'm granted there was millions that did, but there was also millions who didn't.
Yep.
So it
Yep.
wasn't like one of them situations where he passed and I'm like, oh man, I got to go get this dude, for
Yeah.
clout or nothing like that. His message and him as a person and the things that he did is what really stood out to me. Like when I first started listening to Nipsey, it was just music. It was music to me. It was something to ride to. All his music is good, even the old Nipsey. It's like,
Yeah.
but then like I start as I matured into an artist myself, and I stay humble. Regardless of any situation, I always stay humble. I always try to see the positive in negative things, man. Excuse me, just because life is short.
Yeah.
And when I really really dove into the story of Nipsey Hussle and learning the fact that he bought the block that he grew up on, his mixtapes, and it's like he gave back to his community. This man employed felons who didn't have ability to get employment based on criminal record.
Yeah.
Like that's the type of individual I want to be. That's the type, I'm saying? That's the type of person I want to be. Maybe not in that same situation, but in certain scenarios, like I want to be the person that people come to and they're like, "Yo, I need a hand," because they know that I'm that type of guy. So the Nipsey portrait, for me was symbolic of that. Like this man, for a lot of people that don't know, he wasn't just a West Coast rapper. He wasn't he wasn't just a gangbanger. He wasn't, it was what he was doing with his self and his life and his legacy that really stood out to me. And one day I want to be, that's like I said, I don't want to be famous. I just want to be comfortable. I want people to rock with me on any level, come to me with issues or, hey, I need help. Just because they know that I'm that type of guy, So it was more symbolic of the type of person he was, and the things that he did for his community and for his people. And that's the thing here, man, is that we don't have things here that a lot of other people take for granted.
Yeah.
You know, so eventually, one day, if I can build enough on this music and you know, some real revenue, you know, who knows? I don't know. We just grind and see what happens. But if there's ever enough revenue to put anything positive back in my community, that's definitely on the list of things to do.
Big shout out to everybody listening in. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Homie the Unsigned Artist. The homie Flo is in the building. You can find him at Flo304 almost everywhere. You know what's really crazy is that I really think that not only as, you know, as a everybody in the building right now is literally like in love with you, okay? Just because of the humbleness and stuff like that. I have to introduce these people to you the way that I seem like this is it right here. And you just dropped a song 4 days ago, and I had to take that shit with me to the gym. And I'm going to play that shit for them right now. This one is called The Letter, because there's other stuff to talk about that you seem that you want to make sure people understand that outside of the recording studio, this is what I want to protect. And, you know, and it's crazy. So I just want everybody to, if you loving what's going on right here, make sure you guys are tuning in. If you guys got questions, please leave them in the comments. We will get to them. This is Flo, The Letter. You can find this streaming right now on SoundCloud.com, on QSJRadio.com right now live. I'm putting this shit on rotation. I'm just letting you know.
Hey, you see the crazy thing about life and the way the world works, man. You never know when you're gonna take your last breath. This is for my kids. Shout out to my city. If you listening, I hope it means you miss me. Shit been crazy, I know I probably miss you too, and just know I'm with you. I don't know where I'm ending up, I can't predict it. The funny thing about life's clock, it's always ticking. And it's crazy to write this letter like I'm gone already. Just know I never let life get the best of me. Nah, I was probably ready. To my son, watch over your sisters, never let these fuckboys disrespect them. Keep you a right-hand man, and always clean your weapon. Always bust first if you need your weapon. I apologize in advance if I'm gone and you really need a lesson. Put your hands together, never out when you need some blessings. And they gon' tell you to let it out when you feel you stressing. But keep it in you, they use against you what you give them to use. It's okay to be your own man, but we got different views. If it's any lesson that I could ever teach you, love the ones that love you and love the ones that show you they need you. There's things that I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day. You never know when your ticket's called and you gotta talk with God. You never know the last time I'ma see you. Hope it's good, whatever terms we on. To my daughters, I pray you move with grace. I sit alone and I see your face. You're like two peas in a pod. God sent me straight from heaven. If you only knew the times of my lowest point, you kept me from pulling the trigger on a loaded weapon. I ain't the best with ponytails. Please forgive me, Lex. In me, them blue eyes and that smile you got make you a threat. Keep your brother solid. Men crumble too. Stay about your business, but stay humble too. You my son, I know you a humble dude. Never let them mistake your kindness for weakness. Do what you gotta do, but you ain't got shit to prove. And if I leave before I see you successful, I hope you know all the grinders for you I wanna be next to. Trying to give you a life your nana could never give me. Hella freeze for you, I'd squeeze for you till it's empty. Till my time let me keep. That I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day. There ain't enough instrumentals for me to really tell you that I'm sorry from where I'm at if somehow I fail you. I ain't the best at emotions, but you're the reason I live. Pray if you need me, I pray I can hear you. I know life's shitty. I made plenty of mistakes. I hope you can forgive me. I never had a guy to be your father. I had to learn plenty. If I had to do it again, I would've changed some choices. No matter what life I'm in, I hope I can hear your voices. There's things that I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day.
Yo, my man right here, he don't need no introduction.
You already know, you and LB. Us niggas love violence. It's Dime the Bully, a.k.a. fuck up your favorite artist. QSJ, we in the building. The X is gonna shut it down today. These niggas don't know what's going on in this, man, for real. We in, blood.
Flow. So,
QSJ Radio.
obviously that was a song dedicated to the kids and you know and stuff like that, but some of those songs are like the hardest to write, and I wanted to know what was the inspiration behind that.
To be honest, I didn't feel like it was as deep as I wanted it. It was, I don't know, you move through life, man, and I've been going through some changes, you know, just as a person. And I've tried to be different than what I've been the last 27 years of my life.
Okay.
You know, I've tried to be understanding and be forgiving and be not so hard-hearted, you know what I'm saying, towards
Yeah.
people. And it's a thing for me where you never know, like, you know, all around us, man, every day you hear about somebody passing, somebody you went to school with, somebody that,
Yeah.
you know, you was close with, or somebody you knew through a friend, and you got friends who are mourning the loss of people that they knew, you know.
Yep.
So it's one of them things, like, you go through so much as a person, man, that sometimes life really, really does get the best of you.
Yep.
No matter if you say it, no matter if you say it or you don't. Being the type of individual that I am, I don't. I would rather sit by myself and just think about all this. That's where the best music comes from. Shout out to Rob Jones, my boy Rob Jones, who is on. You actually played "It's Always Raining," the first song you ever played of mine. It was old. You went back, but Rob Jones, he told me, he said, sadness and pain, it creates the best music, and because there's so much feeling and so much emotion and so much that you can relate to. And being a father, man, I'm not the best father that I can be. And it's not due to the lack of trying or anything like that, but you go through things in life, man. And you know, obviously me and my kid's mother are not together anymore or anything like that, but it makes it difficult to be the father that I want to be, you know? So all this grind is for my kids, but going through things in life, relationships and losing people, man, sometimes it can put you in a state of mind that is not the healthiest. You know what I'm saying? I know you heard the line in there where I said, you don't know the times that you've kept me from pulling the trigger on a loaded weapon. I've sat in parking lots, man, and just contemplated things like this. You know what I'm saying? And my children is what I always come back to. A lot of my life, I grew up unstable, you know, as far as parents and just nurturing relationships at a young age, you know. So as a father, I want my kids to always be able to depend on me. And that's what it always comes down to for me, is no matter what's going on in my life, at the end of the day, that's important. Leaving, you know, for my kids, something that I had never left to me. You know, nothing was ever left to me like that. So my grind comes from that. Like, I may not be able to see my kids every day like I want to. I mean, I get them the weekends that I can and things like that, you know, but that's what the grind is ultimately for, is my children. You know, like, that's the legacy, man. It's not how many people know you or how much money you have. It's what you leave that benefits, you know, even not even children, but just people in your life, man. What are people going to remember about you? You know?
Yep. Shout out to the homie Flo. If you guys are just tuning in, Flo is in the building. Bloomfield, West Virginia zone. We're just talking about some history and stuff like that. We just dropped the song, The Letter, and the breakdown of that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but, you know, people, you know, they get mad when I say, like, I'm always in my feelings, right? Because that's how it be sometimes. Sometimes you just be in your feelings. You describe something where, you know, you scrolling and then you see a RIP, and then you probably do some history on that person, and you probably don't even know that person. And then you just, you know, you're doing a whole bunch of stuff and you're like in your feelings, and I'm like, I'm always in my feelings. And because my peoples are sad, or even if it's close to me or some sort of connection, I feel like there's no time to waste, and I feel like that's where that track came from. That there was no time. Like you had to let those things out before you couldn't, you know. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. That flow is amazing. These things are amazing. When did you find out that, like, okay, I'm gonna go with this. This is the flow I'm gonna have. Because coming in the hip hop scene, people always want to come mad hard. They would just like they want to come in. They want to come with the guns out, like you know.
Yeah. And actually, it's funny you say that, man, because there's been comments from some haters. Not even, I've never got negative comments from anybody other than other people in music.
Yes.
And it's not a constructive criticism. You know what I'm saying? It's a criticism to try to knock you down a peg. You know what I'm saying? To make you feel like, oh, it's not as great as it actually is.
Yes.
So I pay no mind to negativity, because the thing about it is it doesn't matter what hood it's in. From here to Huntington to Charleston to Beckley, anywhere in West Virginia I go, a lot of places in Virginia I go, the surrounding states. I can step anywhere, man, just because of the type of individual I am. It's all about respect for me. When I was younger, the comments that were made were that all he talks about is the struggle, and all he talks about is pain and this and that. Well, the thing is, man, is that when that's the life that you're living, that's what you talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I kind of, for me, I don't want to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Because then what am I going to talk about? I'm going to talk about being a millionaire?
Yeah.
Nah, I just want to be comfortable. I just want to live. I just want to be able to sit back and enjoy my life, man. But when I was younger, I had a lot of West Coast influence when it come to hip hop. I grew up on Tupac, and just the NWA, and that's the type of music that I was listening to, very young.
Very gangster shit.
And then like it really wasn't even like an East Coast type of influence until later on, like when G Unit and all that started coming out. Like that was when I kind of got introduced. I mean, I listened to Biggie, of course, because he's the greats, man. Like, and Nas, but as far as like
West Side, see, when you main influenced by the West Side, like you show love to the East, but you don't have it. Like when we was growing up, like you don't want to admit that shit. Like they nice, but nah.
Yeah,
but and the same thing with the East Coast. Like I was like, yo, Snoop is mad nice, but I can't fuck with that. Like it was
it's
crazy.
hard to beat a Dre beat, man.
Yeah,
that's a dream. Like I want to spit on a Dre beat that he was like, here, fuck with this, like not one that I ripped off YouTube, like let me get this beat real quick, but one he's like, hey, bless this beat. But when I first came in, the Game was a big influence for me too. When he first came on the scene, and when I first came in, a lot of people, they were like, you sound like the Game, and I was like, well, the thing is, like, I don't want to sound like the Game, because the Game is already the Game. So when the flow was already there, and the thing about it is I'm always, and in a lot of this newer music, man, people notice the change, because it's like you said earlier, you have to remain relevant. And I've said that in a song, like trying to remain relevant. It's a situation where, and the thing is it's taken me 15 years, man, to understand that as a music artist, I can be diverse, and I can go in the studio, and whatever I can put in my mind, I can put on a beat. I can. I'm not bound by one sound. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'm not. I don't go in the studio and sound the same every time.
You can swig it up. You can switch it up.
Right. So a lot of flows, and I mean, it's familiar enough that when somebody hears me, they know that it's me. But I might go in there and do something a little different on a hook, and they're like, man, that's different. I like it. What is he doing? So this year really, and the bigger end of last year, it was one of them things where it took me a while to realize that I can be open-minded. And when I go in the studio, that's my pad. I can put whatever I want. It's a canvas, man, and I can paint whatever picture I want for people. And I always stick to real music. And I've been in the studio with people that's like, let's do this club track, or let's do it. And I'm just like, that's not really me. Like I can do it, I can talk about it, but at the same time, like, people are gonna look at my shit like, what is he doing? Like, that's not him. Like I'm in my feelings today, and I need something that really gonna pull me back. So it's like, so early on, the influence came from West Coast artists, and once I developed my flow, and really started to perfect the craft. And I feel like until the day I die, the craft will never be perfected, but I can constantly try to perfect it. I'm as
Yeah.
close as I can get
This dude
until
is humble
tomorrow,
in
and then
every
tomorrow's a new day.
aspect, son. This motherfucker right here, like, yo, stop being so humble. Yo, let me get. About to make me cry and shit. You know, the reason I say that, and Flo, you probably watched the show a few times, right?
Oh yeah.
So,
for sure.
I'll be going in on these artists that don't understand, like, there's always room for improvement.
Always,
But
always.
if you gotta see, people don't gotta understand when it comes to style and flow is very different. Like it's not your style. If your style is heartbreaking, to the streets, gutter, whatever the category is, then your flow, could probably match on everything with a switch up and stuff like that. But I'm still gonna go in and I'm still gonna make you cry in a club beat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's my shit. Like, and it's crazy because you've done so much, so many types of these genres, but you stick into what really gets to you. There's comments in here that are groundbreaking for me. There's a Corey Hatcher. Corey Hatcher says, "Flow has always been real, and for real reaches out and feeds the homeless and is a people's person for real." Why is Corey saying that? Well, who's Corey to you?
Man, Corey is a long time distant friend.
Okay.
In our adult lives, it's been communication through Facebook. There was a summer a couple years back. We all had motorcycles. We may have rode a few times, but I met Corey in church when I was a kid. And
Okay.
I'm talking a young kid. I'm talking maybe 8 or 9 years old, maybe even younger than that. And years later, you go through life and people part ways and this and that. That was never a relationship. It was kind of one of them things where, like, when we seen each other, as young adults, we were kind of like, hey, I know you. So um, I do a lot, not a lot of, but the thing is for me is I don't want people to see anything that I do and mistake it for clout chasing,
Yeah.
or mistake it for, oh, he's trying to make himself look good, because I'm literally the guy that stops on the side of the road if I'm busy and I'm late going to wherever I'm going, and I see a lady that is broke down. Like, I've made U-turns on the highway to come back and be like, hey, are you okay? Because I
Yeah.
know the type of world we live in, and the thing is like, the world is so fucked up, man, that the type of person I am, I look like the plug. It's cool, I understand
Yeah.
all the tattoos. I look like an intimidating guy, and I can be that guy. But the thing is, man, is I understand the world we live in, and I would rather be the person that walks up to that lady's car and says, "Do you need some help?" rather than somebody who has ill intentions and
Yes.
an agenda, like, let me see what I can get from this person. Man, I've
Yeah.
stopped in the dead of winter and went and bought a gas can and filled up a woman's car with a gas can, and she never cracked the window more than this to speak to me.
Yeah.
Never asked her for a dime. Um, but that's what I want people to know about me. That's
Yeah.
what I want people to remember. Because, man, the thing about it is, you never know when your ticket's called and you got to talk with God. And the thing is,
True
I
story,
don't want to
man.
get too much into religion, but I'm not the best person in the world. Everybody is human and they make mistakes, but I feel like the only way I'm gonna make it to heaven is just do right by people, man. No matter what's going on in my life, or what's going on around me, just do right by people, and I think God gonna look out. And that's just what I believe. That's my personal opinion. I don't,
Yeah.
cussing and all that, curse words, whatever you want to call them. Tattoos. I think that has nothing to do with it, man. I think the way you treat people, the other
Yes.
people that God put for you right here to treat. I think that's what I want people to know about me when
Damn.
I'm gone, whether it's tomorrow
Woof.
or
He
10 years.
said. He said. He said. Y'all listening. I hope y'all listening. The way that God will judge you is by the way you treat people He put in front of you. That's what he said. Wow. Flo is not playing. And that's not, you know, he ain't throwing no crosses up, you know what I'm saying? And he's Christians, you know, he ain't saying all that. But, and it's true, like, you know, people got this thing where, you know, it's forbidden to be yourself at the same time. Like, that's crazy. Being a lovely human being is what gains his fans. These fans are in here. Your boy Tyler says, hey, it's my boy Flo. Keep the grind coming, bro. The music gets better and better every time. That's Tyler Gearhart. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Tyler. I got Laura Grace. You'll be beyond blown away by my beautiful photos. Okay, I don't know who's that.
No, don't click the link.
I know,
Dave.
I'm not
Don't
doing
click the
that.
link, bro.
So Misty, she actually hit me up. She was one of the people that actually reminded me to hit you back up because you was so excited to come on here, and I appreciate that for real. Misty says he secretly paid for old man's dinner that was alone on Veterans Day. He's genuine. How did that feel? How do you feel about the vets? Because there's this weird thing in hip hop where people are afraid to say what they feel about veterans.
Man, the thing for me is, and it's crazy, that situation. We were in a restaurant on Veterans Day, and I think the veterans are shit on in the states, man. I that's my personal opinion.
No,
you
you're
know,
right.
I've
It's
seen a lot of homeless vets, and you know, it's sad to me that people serve our country, and that's what they come home to a lot of times, and I've got some boys in Kuwait right now, you know, that are standing guard for the country and doing their thing,
my
you know,
sister's
and
out there. What are you talking about? My
yeah, so
it's
you know,
like
it's and the
crazy.
thing is, man, is it made me sad as a person to see, and I don't know this man's life. And the thing about it is, man, is I told the waitress not to even tell him who paid for it. I didn't want him to know. I didn't want him to look at me. I
Yeah.
didn't want him to nod his head to me. I didn't want him to thank me. I didn't want him to shake my hand. I just wanted him to know, as a person, that there are good people in the world. You know, and I don't know his story. You know, I don't know if he was married. I don't know if he had a wife or had lost his wife or he had kids, but I know that he was there alone. And I know that a lot of times, man, I'll go into restaurants. I'm good by myself. You know, I walk into restaurants and confidently, and I'll sit at the table and eat by myself. But a lot of people will look at me like, "What's he doing by himself?" You know, because there's a thing that comes with it. You know, people are like, "I wonder why that dude's by himself." You know, or I think about it. Me and my man Jake went out to a restaurant night before last, and I seen an old lady sitting there, man, older lady, and by herself. And I'm sitting there looking, and I thought maybe for a second that whoever she was with was in the restroom or whatever. And I'm sitting there watching, and she was sitting there by herself. Man, I looked over the table and she was just her with her plate, And I thought for half a second, like, I'm gonna invite this woman to eat dinner with us, just me and my boy. Just you want to come and sit with us, and it's a thing for me, man, that I don't want anybody to ever feel like they can't come to me and say, I got a lot of shit on my mind, bro. Let's talk about it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Because I feel like the more we get into social media and a life that's it's all about perception.
The
You know,
it's virtual perception.
virtual perception.
It's not
Exactly.
it's not even real for
It's not
real.
real. It's not real. It's all fake.
Yeah.
It's all fake. Not all fake, but 97.9% of the shit you see on social media
Yeah.
is fake.
Yeah.
It's not real. That's not really the life you live. I don't want to know that person. I
Yeah.
want to know the real person you are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you treat people in your life? That's the person I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's either going to be good or it's going to be bad. If it's bad, I want to just stay out my presence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't hate you. I don't dislike you, but I just want nothing to do with you. There's no malice. There's no hate in my heart for you. I want to see everybody succeed. But in that situation, man, I wanted that man to know. He had his veterans hat on. It's Veterans Day, and at Olive Garden they did the free veterans meals. And
Yeah.
or no, it was something else because I ended up paying for the meal. It wasn't free. Um, I can't remember exactly, man.
It's
But
all
anyway,
good,
he
man.
had to pay for the meal. So
Yeah.
when the waitress came by, I said, "Give me the ticket," But I can't remember exactly what happened. I thought they was doing free meals, but it's been a little while back. But I just wanted that person to know that there are good people in the world, and no matter where you're at or what you're doing, that not everybody is bad. You know, not everybody looks down on you. Not everybody is negative. And just wanted that person to feel like somebody, a complete stranger that he never knew, cared about him. You know, hey, I care about you as a human being, bro. I don't want to see nobody do bad. I don't want to see nobody struggle. I don't hate on anybody.
Yeah.
Just because I don't care. If you're not in my circle, that's cool. I got no hate for you. I want to see you succeed too.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artist. We never got into why he calls him name Flo, but it's okay because he flows through these conversations like it's whatever. West Virginia's own Flo. You can find him on Instagram, Flo_304. Fans are all over the place. All different kinds of platforms are watching. There's a Miranda. She says, so proud of you, Jimmy. So shout out to Jimmy.
He knows me personally then.
You've always been one of the realest people I know, and you put so much heart into your work. Keep doing what you do best, with a fire emoji. So shout out to that. You got so many people in here. Bossy V from Brooklyn is saying you're amazing. Karen Bodden is a Wisconsin publisher. She said would be interested in doing a free community event with other artists to collect non-perishable items for the homeless and poor. People would pay for those donations. I'm sure there's a thing behind that. Man, big shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. I'm going to take a little break real quick. I'm loving this conversation. I only have aminos, so I don't got bogeys or nothing. So I can't get as hype right now. But we're going to get into a different type of vibe real quick with this song called Balling on QSJRadio.com.
Hey, anybody else tell them we'll call them back? Unless it's the money we ain't picking up. Yeah. I know they mad. What? Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass. What? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, shit. I know they mad, yeah. Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, that's the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass. What? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, yeah. Okay, I'm up next. And don't hit my phone if you saying one song from me. Ain't none for free. I'm just trying to stack up my chips and live comfortably. I want to smoke with all these rappers. I don't want to smoke with all these rappers. If you want to tell the story, then tell it. But I've been up nights and I wrote chapters, man. Fuck a friend. I don't want you around if you phony, you just pretend. Many men wish death I can let you ride if you act like it's just a Benz. I can take you back to that Buick, back when I paid in changes to move it. Now I'm one of the illest to do it, and Flo is on all of this shit. It's a movement. She wanna do me, yeah. She said she love me, I said prove it. And she ain't never met a motherfucker better. I get in it and go stupid. I give them the word, what? And still they act like they clueless. No wonder why it's a 187. I get on this mic and it's ruthless. I know they mad, what? Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass, what? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, shit. I know they mad, yeah. Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, that's the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass, what? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, yeah.
Got this shit, no time to be waiting, yeah. Rip the shit in my basement, yeah. Pay attention to them hating, nah. Lay it down and make a statement, yeah. Fuck what you heard, I'm your mama's favorite rapper. I'm about to fuck her to pieces. She giving hella brains, so I know what she do when she passing the thesis. I don't get too fucks for them, they been fucking me up, I'ma show them the real me. If they hating, better hate me now, cause at the top, the envy will make you wanna kill me. No filter, no conscience, game playing on my shit. Pedal down, no stopping, swear to film in the monster. Play games like stations, don't you? What you do when the game don't want you? Turn it off on a new hobby. I'ma say it like the move calmly. Bring it back to the basics. Fuck around, no latex. Predator, no weight picks. Since the blackout one been nation.
I know they mad, what? Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass, what? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, shit. I know they mad, yeah. Why they mad? They see us ballin'. Can't hear what you saying, so stop talking. The phone ringing, that's the money calling. I'm on the road, yeah. They on my ass, what? Ain't got no brakes, huh? Stay on the gas, yeah.
Go to get her. QSJ Radio.
We got another one here called Came Back. Tammy says, so proud of my baby boy. This lives makes mama tear up. I love you, Jimmy. Thanks to all for showing my baby love.
Say, yeah, they got you. Do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back. A lot of tell you they got you, do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back. A lot of tell you they slang that iron and they raw, but don't believe them. A lot of dirt being thrown, still try to dap me when they see me. A lot of them wanna be me, wanna live that shit that I'm speaking. We built different, I can't help that my circle's small for that reason. If I told you I caught a body, would you still hug me? And if I showed you I wasn't perfect, could you still love me? This polo got me shaking hands with doctors, but I'm still thugging, chasing dreams, got the pedal pressed to the flow. Bitch, we coming, the gutter taught me about loyalty. I'm just trying to live lavish in my palace with my royalties, trying to remain average and still act like I can't afford the shit. Plane leaving at 3, traffic got me backed up. I'm there at 2:30, so I can board the shit. They got you, do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back. A lot of tell you they got you, do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back. I paved the road to success with broken pieces of my heart. Let them know I thank him when I pray to God. Grew up with a flat bill, no arrow on, chasing dreams I couldn't catch. The cloth I'm from, it doesn't stretch. I can't sleep on no beef, nah. I gotta dive if I'm threatened. One in the chamber, going live with my weapon. In the studio daily, I'm telling stories. Never lied in a session. Realer than them, till I lead the procession. Damn, it's crazy how people see me now. Same kid they thought wouldn't be shit, and I'm trying to make it out. I see all my homies' faces who passed when it's raining down. I left my umbrella at the crib, even though it's raining out. And turn my shit up loud. Yeah, turn my shit up loud when you ride past. I can take you there, no return trips. When I'm gone, ain't no ride back. Ambition brought me through the struggle. Turn my words into verses. Turn my pain into scars. Show them all so they know what hurt me. Dreams come and go. Yeah, I just wanna be relevant. Trying to stay out the streets, ain't trying to get hit cause they call me selling shit. Go to war with the devil to give the wrong people the universe. Feel like I gotta remain solo for all this to truly work. A lot of tell you they got you, do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back. A lot of tell you they got you, do they really got you? And if you bringing me problems, stay the fuck from around me. If I give you my word, I give you my word, I'ma stand on that. I've been down, ask how I came back.
We are home to the unsigned artist. If you have other expectations, look elsewhere. We are at war all the time. Our weapon is mad love.
Y'all crazy if y'all haven't followed him yet. That's all I'm saying. Y'all nuts. The homie Flo is in the building. West Virginia zone. You can follow him on that Facebook, 304 Flo. On Instagram, Flo_304. He's on SoundCloud and DistroKid, meaning that his music is on iTunes, is on Spotify, Google Play, all over the place. So make sure you guys hit that stream button, man. Especially you guys that be going to the gym. You know you need to work out. You know you need to work out to Flo. I'm saying. He was with me in the gym today. Pause. But anyways, Flo, man, you've been doing this for a long time. So let's get to the things, right? Presently, what is it that you have going on for projects or anything coming out?
I would like to call it an album. I'm not really focused on an album though. I think it may have been something you said, man. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you were talking about a single.
Yes.
Put a good single out.
Yeah.
And push a single. So,
he listens for real. Hold on. He listens to this show for real. Can I give myself an applause?
Yeah.
Yo, I did not know that. All right, enough. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, I gotta take notes, man. Okay, it's all a process. And that's something I've learned in life, man. No matter how much you think you know, somebody always knows more. So, I think I'm gonna work on a good solid single, and really push that. Really pay for the promotion on that. Really The big goal for 2020 was iTunes. That's been a big goal for a long time. But anybody that's in the music, excuse me, anybody that's in the music knows how much these things cost.
Yep.
Buying instrumentals and, you know, shout out to my man Pharaoh. You played me some of me and Pharaoh's tracks. That's my
Yeah.
engineer, man. Shout out to Pharaoh because he's always on call, man. And it's like, bro, I got this. I need to come through and lay this down, and it's like earlier in my career, I had my own studio, and I would lay it, man. I would sit in the studio till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning and just pump out tracks, and now it's more reserved, and I realize that not everything is gonna make it, So some things back then, man, I would put out music, and I sold mixtapes. I walked up and down the street in every neighborhood, man,
Yeah.
just talking to people. The grocery store, my first job I worked at, it was in the hood, and I got a mixtape, and people look at me like, what the hell, and then they come back
Like
two,
a
3 days.
whole like a whole biker mice from Mars, and you talking about you
Yeah,
got
just like,
you
hold
got
on,
a
bro. You got a
mixtape?
what? They was like, whose mixtape is it? I'm like, it's my mixtape. What you mean? But then they come back and they be like, yo, I've been listening to you, bro. Keep doing your thing,
Yeah.
So um as far as projects, I'm really focused on keeping content coming. It's not
Okay.
it's not really a thing where I have projects set. It's not like I've got a date and I want to do this and put this out. Because the more tracks you have on a project, the more it's going to cost. So I got
Yeah.
so many things and so many outlets and money everywhere. Like it's just kind of everywhere. So now I'm waiting on some returns. And really, right now, the biggest thing for me is just building a fan base, building the followers and getting it out there. I mean, I've got shirts in Texas, I've got shirts in California, I've got shirts in New York that I've sent, and I'm gonna send you a shirt too, man.
Oh word. Oh
Yeah,
word.
yeah.
Large.
What you lay? It'll be
Large.
a gray one like this, gray with black letters. But
That's
I'll send it to you
lovely.
so you can keep that, put it up in the studio or whatever,
Yeah.
But
I'll rock that to the gym. Stop
yeah,
playing.
oh
What are you
yeah,
talking
yeah. I'll
about?
send, yeah, oh yeah, for sure. I'll send you two. That way you can put one up and put one on. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I'll send you some shirts
All right, I
and
need
really,
a
that's,
medium then. Medium. Let me stop.
yes, medium.
Let me stop. Let me stop.
Yeah, so that's really the main focus, man. As far as not really any projects, but just continuing to build the fan base. We've gained well over 1,000 followers, and we really started pushing it about 6 months ago, man. I've done music forever, and a little bit of backstory. What started this big drive is I've always done music, and people know they know who Flo is, but
Yeah.
a lot of people didn't know that that was me, So in
Wow.
2018, the end of 2018, I took all of 2018, and I would do a track here or there, but I really had to come up with a game plan, and I said, this is what I'm going to do. I got to put a face with the music because without a face to the music, nobody knows who I am. So I mean, a lot of people did, but still a lot of people didn't. So I was like, I'm going to go with some in studio videos. And if you look back far enough on the videos on Facebook, you'll see the one that says bars. And after that, it was a wrap. I seen how it's gaining thousands of views on this
Yeah.
video, and it's not where I want it to be. None of it really is, but I seen that people were engaging. So I did a lot more in studio and a lot more face to face and going live and talking to people and just really trying to engage with the people that want to listen to the music and want to buy my shirts and my stickers. And I was at the gas station. My man Jake will tell you, we was at the gas station getting gas right before this, and I walked by and the girl's just looking at me from the car, mean mugging me,
Me,
and
mug.
I'm like, man, what is happening? Like, and
Yeah.
I walk in the gas station and her man, he's passing me and he's mean mugging me too. And I'm
Wow.
like, man,
Whoa.
what's happening? So, and I'm always ready for whatever, bro. That's the thing is like, I know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to run it, we can run it. If you want to shake my hand, we can. But I'm always aware of my surroundings, so I notice things. And I'm just like, man, what are they doing? Just mean mugging me. And I come back and getting ready to get in the car and dude opens up his car. He said, are you Flo? And I got the same shirt on. I'm at the gas station. He's like, are you
What?
him? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm him. She was like, I told you that was him. So it's people I never met before, but just followed the page. Cool people, and I'm just like, let me give y'all a couple stickers, let me put this on your car or whatever, give it to people, take as many as you want, So it was just it's always a humbling experience, man, to meet people that one, I don't know personally, that have listened to the music or, hey, I follow you on Facebook or this and that. So my main focus, until I'm comfortable with the plays and stuff on the content, is just building the fan base, just keep putting the face to the music, keep letting people know I got content coming. I'm always working. Some artists, man, I feel like a lot of artists, they'll come up with a track and then 6 months, 7 months go by, and I'm guilty of that. I've been that artist, where I just get lazy, and I'm at a point right now with it to where I'm not lazy. I can't be lazy because I know when I get lazy and I start to slack off, my views start dropping, and people ain't talking about me and
Yep.
this and that.
You
So
can't
I gotta
disappear.
keep it going.
You can't disappear.
Can't, man. You gotta constantly
I
be,
said that shit.
yeah. You
That's
gotta be on that ass.
You cannot disappear as an unsigned artist, especially if the fan growth is growing. I'm gonna tell you something right now. There's people in here that are becoming fans of you right now because you out here, doing these interviews, doing these, FaceTimes and stuff like that. And I believe in you like a motherfucker. Like,
Well, I appreciate it, man.
flows in the building, people. You're not understanding. I'm bugging the fuck out. I'm just letting him talk. Like, he took over. It's all good. But
Hey,
but for
tell
real,
me to shut up whenever, Dave, because I get to ranting, bro, talking, and I just
bro, it's all good because that's what it is. Because there's difference when somebody has a passion or somebody is really doing good at this, right? So being really good at this is like, everybody's giving you the kudos, the thumbs up and stuff like that. But then, are you staying to yourself? Are you just a studio, whatever you are? Are you doing shows? You send me more show pictures than anything. If videos of craziness, how does it feel when you're on stage and you sharing that message for you?
amazing, amazing. And the thing is, man, is I never want to be. And this is the thing, is that I know that if I keep going and I keep grinding, hopefully, God willing, I'll eventually be at a point where I can't get off a stage and personally talk to everybody. But I'm at that point now,
Okay.
and until I get to a point where I'm not at that point, I will always continue to do that, man. And the thing is, I don't drink. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I'll drink a beer, but I don't go to bars. I don't go to clubs. I don't get trashed like that. I did that shit when I was 14, 15 years old. Like, I got bills. I got, what I'm saying? I got shit to do. Like, I can't wake up on a Saturday and be like, yo, I can't do shit today because I
Yeah.
feel like dog shit. So what I'm saying? I got shit to do. So when I go to these type of events, man, people try to buy me drinks and they want me to, and I'll mingle with a Coke, bro. I got pictures on my Facebook where I'm in the club chilling and I got a can of Coca-Cola in my hand because I'm focused, man, and I got to stay focused. And I don't want to. I don't. It's kind of a double-edged sword, man. I feel like is that once you get so popular and so big that I won't be able to interact with my people the way I want to, and it's like I said, it's kind of bittersweet, man. If I ever get to that excuse me that point, because I don't ever want people that come to my shows and buy my shirts and buy tickets and stickers and koozies. I don't ever want him to feel like, man, he's too good for his
yeah,
people.
yeah, he's
You
too
know what
good
I'm
for
saying?
you.
Like,
Yeah.
and right now I'm at the point when I get off stage, and there's a lot of people that I don't know, that come to these shows, and friends bring friends, and people come in this last show, man. And the footage is on Facebook and Instagram. It was packed. It was packed, and I had everybody so lit, man, and there was no issues, and that's the thing is, and I've promoted it in my pre videos, like before the show, like if you gonna bring bullshit, keep it at the door, because I'll get off stage and drag you out myself.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I know these people. I
Yeah.
know the people that let me come. I don't want to bring a crowd that's tearing up their property, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I want everybody to come out and have a good time. If you got an issue, leave it at the door. You can handle it later on. You know what I'm saying? Because while we in here, we're gonna have a nice, safe environment. We're gonna have fun, and I think a lot of people, when it comes to hip hop music, is it's got this image that it's got to be guns and violence and
Yeah.
this and that,
Yeah.
and the thing is, man, is it doesn't have to be. It can get to that. Like, any hood, any ghetto,
Yeah.
any
There's always somebody in there bugging
always,
them.
always.
God.
And I put it in my videos, like, don't start no shit at my shows, because I'll cut the mic off and I get off stage and handle that, and then I come back and finish the show for my people that came to really enjoy themselves and have a good time. So it's kind of shitty because I never want to be at a point where I can't mingle with my people and talk to my people without feeling safe or whatever. But I'm at the point right now where I can, and it's humbling, man, because I shake everybody's hand. I don't care what you do for a living.
Yeah.
I don't, what I'm saying? Your clothes are dirty. I'm gonna shake your hand first. You've been working all day, bro.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? But it's humbling when you get off stage, and a lot of these people I went to school with, I grew up with, and they know me, and it's always the same every time. It's so much love, man. It's mad love. And it's super humbling to know that what them people did with their Saturday night is come out and watch me do my thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they chose to do over everything else you could be doing. You came to watch me spit bars. Like, and them, and I get off stage afterwards and I'll chill with you and we'll hang out and we'll take pictures and I'll sign whatever you want me to sign. And that's, I love it. I love
That's
it.
love,
it's not,
man. That's crazy. Big shout out to the homie Flo. He's in the building. We talking about how does he feel when he's on stage, and you bring me back to this time. It was 2010, all right. And what's really funny is this dude just dropped the album, Jadakiss, right? And I don't know if you heard it yet or not, but when Jadakiss dropped. I went to his show to support my boy Axel, and he was opening up for Jadakiss. But Jadakiss just did a cameo. He just walked through or whatever. But what was crazy about that was all he wanted to do was touch and talk to the people. That's what he wanted to do. And to hear somebody that is, on the way to that level
right.
is versus somebody who has already been on that level for how many years or whatever. It's so crazy when people don't understand the benefit of being a human being. Like
the thing is, man, is that without those people, you're not who you are. You know what I'm saying? You're not famous. You don't have clout. Without those people, and I stress that a lot in my lives. Every live on my Facebook, you'll hear me say that. Without you sharing the music, I can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could put out music all day long, but without my fan base sharing that music and sharing it to their friends and telling their friends, hey, hit this dude up for a t-shirt. He's grinding. He's doing his thing. He's trying to put the whole state on.
Yeah.
That's the thing, bro. That's my goal. My ultimate goal. You ask about goals, man. There has never been a hip-hop artist recognized from West Virginia. Never, that I know of. Ever.
There's some, but not.
Well, I mean, you got like Bubba Sparks, man. I don't know if he was like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
He
if
ain't in nobody's top 35. I'll tell you that much. But
yeah, no, but so it's never been like a recognition that they was like, this dude he's the truth, and that's what I want to be, man. Is that there's a lot of good artists in West Virginia. There's a lot of good people and good, good music that can come from West Virginia. But the thing about it is there's never been, to my knowledge, anybody who's recognized on that level. Like, he's the dude that put the state on and opened the doors for other people that really have talent. He's the guy that got recognized and was like, hey, check my man out. You know what I'm saying? Check this guy out. Yeah. Because there's good music, man. There's a lot of people, that make good music. And I want to be recognized as that person. You know what I'm saying? No matter what level of fame or whatever that brings me to.
Yeah.
I just want to be that guy. He's the one that came and kicked the door in and was like, hey, we here. Like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? But without the people, man, you can't be anything.
You know what's crazy? While you're talking about this, I really wanted to ask this question because you do have a hashtag that you've been using a lot, and it's Shout My City, right?
Shout out to my city, right?
Shout out to my city. And what's crazy is I have a price here. He says, Jimmy, I told you he was going to make it big. The city's behind you, bro. The city's on your back, bro.
That's where it came from.
Is that a pressure right there?
It's not a pressure at all, man. Just because, and that was a marketing tactic for me. And like I said, in 2018, I really did a lot of reflecting. Like, what do I need to do? And so I came up with. I used to say it in the beginning of my track. Shout out to my city, because my city shows so much love. Everywhere I go, I'm known. And it's it's even more humbling, man, that I'm so known where I'm from, and it's nothing negative. You know what I'm saying? That everybody, everywhere I go, they show love, and that's where it came from. Shout out to my city, but it's more of a pride thing. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm from is shout out to my city. Everybody's proud of where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna take off. Eventually, it'll take off, and everybody will be hashtagging shout out to my city. And I'll come up with a marketing scheme, you know, for that. Like, hey, everybody hashtag shout out to my city, because through the internet, you know, when you hashtag something, or you brand something, it becomes to where it's so much easier to find, you know. And that's what that was really about, was what can I do that stands out, that when somebody sees that, they're like, what the hell is that? So then they click on it. It's on the back of my car, it's on the back of other people's cars, it's on the back of every shirt that I put out. It's gonna be on the back of the hoodies. You know what I'm saying? So when you go, I seen somebody comment from Myrtle Beach. So when you go to Myrtle Beach and you got a Flow hoodie on, you search hashtag shout out to my city. Yeah, you're gonna find that one picture where somebody shouted their city out, but you're gonna see a million pictures of me rocking a show somewhere, or my name on the back of a car. You know, so it's like, it's not pressure for me, man, because I've never, if somebody burned a bridge, it's something they did. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's something that they did. If somebody has a problem with me, it's something they did to have a problem with me. It's not something that I've done to somebody to
have a problem with them,
encourage the malice or beef or hate, or you know, because I just don't do people dirty. I don't believe in it. And you know, so when it comes to my city, I take so much pride in it, man, that I wanted to build a brand off of it. And that's what that's the angle I was really going at, is how can I show so much love to my city like they're showing to me? And that's what it is. Shout out to my city. And I don't say it in every song, but I say it in a lot of my songs. Shout out to my city, you know, because my city is what's put me on. This is where it all started from. You have to be famous local before you can be famous nationally.
Yeah.
You have to be famous nationally before you can be famous globally. You know, so it all starts with the people right here in my community, man.
They not listening. They don't. Shout out to the homie Flo. He's in the building. You can find him on that Instagram at Flo_304, Bloomfield, West Virginia. Shout out to my city. Follow the hashtag. Let's go take a little break real quick. This one called Death Before Dishonor on QSJRadio.com.
Same old shit. Oh yeah, I like this one. Turn it up a little bit. Yeah. It'll be death before dishonor, and I don't like to argue. Cause the me I am, when I'm the me I am, that's a whole different persona, yeah. And it's a vibe right now, we going live right now. So high up that you can't climb back down. When I talk, I know they listen, I'm a speaker, wanna get in my mind like how he wrote the truth, like how he find out. When they can't see it, eyes closed, I'm wide awake, but I'm still dreaming. Plotting on riches I ain't held yet, but I still see them. People will tell you it's forever, but then still leave you. Might even say it's for the better, make it look so easy. Temporary people got me distant and introverted. Now it's about these bars, every bar's attempted murder. From the state known for the drug addiction, my drug love, and for that reason that shit hurts me different. Loving people that don't respect you fully. Wonder why when it's war I'm the first to pull it. Like I jumped out of a plane for the first time, skydiving rookie. Paranoia got me up nights thinking too much, sending shots for ones who wouldn't wipe prints off bullets I touch. Metaphorically speaking, of course, there's reasons, of course. Maybe my demons just ain't bigger than yours. Loyalty, I gotta spell it out for you. RESP, nah, fuck it, I ain't spelling it out for you. Nah, I just keep it breezy on them. Don't even tell them when I'm dipping, hitting slants, that's the read, and I leave them on it. Y'all the same type to think a good deed should be rewarded, but one of 100 deeds that you done couldn't be recorded. I'm losing patience, I feel it building. Wake up with $8 in my pocket, but I feel $1 million. No matter how they tell the story, dog, I'm still a villain. Even when they tell the story wrong, that shit feels appealing. There's a category goes way back, it's called fiction. I can't link if anything inside you is fictitious. Yeah, came from an era where when you speak, you really had to be talking. You come from an era where when you speak, it's to get them off you. Most loyal disciple, like one who would never cross you. Riding for the wrong people, get exhausted. It's a pump fake if I think they know my play. You ain't built for the pressure and you can't hold my weight. Yeah, they know my name. It'll be death before dishonor, and I don't like to argue. Cause the me I am, when I'm the me I am, that's a whole different persona. Yeah, it'll be death before dishonor, and I don't like to argue. Cause the me I am, when I'm the me I am, that's a whole different persona, yeah. Hey, you know what's crazy, man? You don't never see the snakes in the grass till you walk up on them, you feel me? You can't see them in the grass. It's a crazy world we living in. Big shout out to my team. Let's get it.
Flow. Yo. Shit is bananas. Fuck we gonna do now, people? Fuck what we gonna do now? Yo, y'all give me them clap emojis or something, man. Give me them clap emojis. Oh, Homie Price in the building. He like, everything you spit, bro, is so deep and from the heart. Not too many like you. You got a heart of gold, brother. It's from the homie Price right there.
Hey, I appreciate that.
Man, shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Follow the homie right now, man. He's making moves. He's doing a whole bunch of stuff. Videos. You got videos and stuff too, right?
Man, I've got a bunch of videos that are on Facebook. They're in studio videos.
Okay.
I got a camera guy. We're gonna work on some projects this summer as far as music videos, officials. You know,
you're dancing on stage and shit.
Yeah, we got a lot going on. A lot in the works, man.
It's so lovely to have you on here for real. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do something that you probably heard before. It's called the Fast Round on QSJ Radio. So we got a little promo bundle pack, but if you answer 20 questions, we will send that to you. And a shirt too. So make sure you tell me your size, cause you know big dudes and shit.
Oh yeah.
So shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artists.
We have now started our fast round, where our guests are asked a few questions about themselves that they wouldn't expect us to ask. Don't worry, it's not like that. You didn't think we were that underground.
If you don't worry, you won't get in trouble for any of these questions, man. So we don't like doing that because I've been always like against the whole world star. You know, it is cool to have that, but I've been totally against what they do. They basically glorify the worst part of people. So I kind of like hate that. So my questions here are to get to know you different. We all know that you got a heart of gold, and we appreciate humans like you. And the flows are crazy. They're coming from the heart. And I'm going to tell you something real quick, all right? It takes a lot. And this is from a dad of 11, okay? Don't throw up.
Are you getting it in, Dave? I thought I was getting it in.
So I have 11 kids, 8 biological, right? And when the father, and this is just my aspect, when the father bleeds or yells or even talks what they wish could be, you're already trying. You're putting it to manifest. I have situations where I don't see the kids as much as I want to. But I don't filter anything. They see the realness. They see the consistency. And so they know they're not getting a weekend pops. They know that I expect better from them. And to not reflect, you can look up to me. I'll be grateful for that. But I do not want you to reflect and feel like you need to do as I did. So I want you to understand that, because I did feel that, because I was there at one time. But I want you to know you're doing the best you can. All right? And I got some baby mama drama, so don't, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Don't act like I ain't got those. But you bypass those shits because you want to see the smiles, the hugs, the kisses, regardless of the ages, and you just continue doing you. But we're going to go into this fast round. All right?
So I answer the questions quickly or what?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you know that shit is hard for you, all right? I asked him what soda pop. He's like, when I was 7 years old,
Yeah. Oh,
I had a whole sun kiss. But let me tell you about this sun kiss. Let me. Anyway, how? So we're gonna go into this fast round real quick. All right. How often do you people watch?
Daily.
Where would you rather be from?
Here.
What songs have you completely memorized?
Oh, there's hundreds.
What's the best way to start the day?
Reflection.
What's the farthest you've ever been from home?
Texas.
What city would you most like to live in?
Oh. Ooh. A beach somewhere in Florida, Miami.
What's the most interesting piece of art you've seen?
The most interesting piece of art. Most interesting piece of art. I don't know. I bought a cool ass Mickey Mouse painting for my boy Tyler Brooks.
Oh.
Shout out Tyler Brooks.
Did you? Okay, I'll rewind that. What would be your ideal way to spend the weekend?
With my loved ones.
What is the most annoying habit that other people have?
Speaking when they don't have the knowledge to speak.
Get them. There's a lot of them right now. I gotta say something. There's a lot of y'all out there. I hope y'all listening. Anyways, what are you most looking forward to in the next 10 years?
Next 10 years, retirement.
Oh, word. Shout out to that. What amazing thing did you do that no one was around to see?
Amazing thing that no one was around to see. Probably betterment of myself, my mental ability, my mental state.
If all jobs had the same pay in hours, what job would you like to have?
All the same pay in hours. What job would I like to have? Damn, that's a good one. Probably. Damn, that's a hard one. Probably something with videography.
Videography. Copy. I can see that you like taking pics. What makes a good what risk are worth taking?
All of them.
What fact are you resigned to?
What fact am I resigned to?
Yeah, if I think of it's a downer question. So you don't have to act that. If you're looking to keep a light mood, but you're worthwhile learning, no. What book impacted you the most?
Where the Red Fern Grows.
What?
Yes. Oh man.
What irrational fear do you have?
The fear of catching a body.
Whew. What's the hardest lesson you've learned?
The hardest lesson I've learned. Hardest lesson I've learned is probably that sometimes the hardest decisions you will ever make are for your betterment. And you will hurt people along the way.
What's the last adventure you went on?
The last adventure I went on, probably when I was daydreaming earlier at work.
What the hell? Okay. What do you want to, what are you really good at but kind of embarrassed that you're good at it?
Kind of embarrassed that I'm good at it. What am I good at? That's a good one, Dave. What am I good at that I'm kind of embarrassed about? I don't know. I'm good at a lot of things with not really so much decorations, but
Okay.
not kind of like interior design. I have a vision, and
Okay.
I have a great mind for creativity, and sometimes it comes off a little feminine, You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, like, yeah, it's like I gotta step back and be like, hold on, brother.
Yo, like that shit would look good with salmon, like
Right, yeah, like a salmon pink on the wall. You know
right
what I
there,
mean?
like just a little bit, and do the 45-degree cut, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh yeah.
They be going in HGTV. That's that's their farm.
Yeah.
What chapters would you separate your autobiography into?
Chapters.
Yeah.
What? Explain.
So if I were to separate my life, right? Because I bring a lot of my childhood into my current experiences, and I don't want to forget my experiences, because sometimes you forget you went through some shit,
Oh yeah.
and then you want to reenact, and you find out you did the same exact shit. So if I was to do my chapters, it would be like tag names of what I used to call myself. So my first one would be Doofy Dave, right? All right, that shit is like from 4th to 12th grade. And then Traffic Light would be from like high school to like my first 5 years in the Navy, right? And then Dave Hernandez. Yeah, man, I'm going on 20 years in July.
Oh wow.
This shit is ridiculous. It's love. It's all love, but it's stressing. And Dave Hernandez from then to now. So how would you separate your chapters?
Man, I would say the first chapter would be up until I became Flo. The kid that in school, man, I was a popular kid, but at the same time, I was also the kid that I didn't come from a wealthy family. I went to school. My clothes smelled like kerosene. But that's what we had. We did what we had to do. Yeah. But I was a popular kid because of the way I treated people. Man, it didn't matter where you was from or what you look like or dressed like. I was friends with you. Yeah. And so the first chapter of my life would be up until I became Flo, and then from Flo up into the man that I am now. I would say that chapter would stop about 4 or 5 years ago. And then this new chapter that I'm on now is the chapter where I'm trying to figure out exactly where I'm supposed to be, exactly what I'm supposed to be doing, and never forget what my purpose behind all this is. So this chapter right here, chapter 3, I'm still writing that chapter.
If you could make a 20-second phone call to yourself at any point in your life, present or future, when would you call and what would you say?
Man, damn, that's a deep question.
Yo, it's mad love in this bitch.
If I could call myself.
By the way, nobody gets this far. You already got the thing. We're just talking because I love hearing you talk. Okay?
If I could call myself, I would probably call my future self. And it would probably be, I can pick the day.
Yeah.
I would want to pick whatever day it was that I was leaving Earth. I was leaving here. I would pick my last day. I would call myself on my last day. And I would encourage myself, remind myself that no matter what life ever threw at me, I did good. I did okay. I did all right. My last day.
Deep question for a deep person. You get a deep answer. Oh my God. You had to go all the way over there? Damn. You had to go over there. Shout out to everybody listening. You have survived the fast round. Oh my God. I can't go no more. Flo out here. Jeez. If you guys haven't yet, please follow the homie. He's in the building. You can follow him on that Instagram, flow_304. Streaming all over the place, wherever Flow 26 is at. That's the first time I seen that name was at Flow 26. But you could follow him on that iTunes, Spotify, make him part of your playlist. He's really big on that Facebook page at 304 Flow or unofficial Flow when you hit the search box. So let me take a little break real quick, and then I'll come right back and we have some closing words. So shout out to everybody listening.
Yo, my man right here, he don't need no introduction.
You already know, UNLV. Us niggas love violence. It's Dime the Bully, a.k.a. fuck up your favorite artist. QSJ, we in the building. The X is gonna shut it down today. These niggas don't know what's going on in this, man, for real. We in, blood. We in.
Yeah. I don't feel pressure.
QSJ Radio.
Shit. You keep all that. It's flow. Say what you want. I came from shit. Came out the bottom. Came out the sticks. I ain't about talking. I ain't got time. I'm on my way. I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, but you know what it is. Say what you want. I came from shit. Came out the bottom. Came out the sticks. I ain't about talking. I ain't got time. I'm on my way. I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, but you know what it is. Last up, I'm a dying breed. Lost love while you trying to leave. If it's really real, then there ain't no pressure. And boy, you a fool if you try me. But in the bottom with the have-nots, raised in the slums, blowing cash crops. Tattoos in the back shots, got a heart fragile like glass pots. You really want it, then I wish him well. Throw my quarters in a wishing well. Got it on me if they mean me harm. Most never speak, but they wish I fail. Shout out my city love me. And the reason they love me, the shit I tell. I done seen heaven, but now it's distant. And out in that distance, I see my hell. It don't matter what trials I facing, tribulations, it still prevail. Still the realest that won't ever change. Yeah, they know my name and they know it well. Know I grind and I'll never stop till I see that box come and put me there. He's up top, yeah, he's with the greats. Yeah, you see my face cause I put it here. Say what you want. I came from shit. Came out the bottom. Came out the sticks. I ain't about talking. I ain't got time. I'm on my way. I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, well you know what it is. Say what you want. I came from shit. Came out the bottom. Came out the sticks. I ain't about talking. I ain't got time. I'm on my way. I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, well you know what it is. Know what it is. Touchdown, hit my line, you know it's jumping, double back. Turn around, he's up to something moving heavy, fit exposed, and I'm dumping clutch, slipping the ignition overloaded. Weaker men would've been them crumble. Use my body for a true design. Carry weight, not a field of plates. I go all the way just for me and mine. It's a cold world, the heat is close and don't ever reach. Cause you have to kill me, you could never feel me. My presence heavy, there'll always be that. That's my spirit. Trust to get you killed, why it's not on safety. I'm gonna make it home, promise on my babies. All that smoke got me paranoid. One in the chamber, riding around lately. Do it for my city and the people from it. Never trust a soul when they say they love me. Lie to do some talking over cell towers. Never speak if they see me out in public. Cut from different cloth, it's a different blend. We are not the same, I'ma stand on 10. While God gives me breath, I'ma get it in. Wish death on me, it's been many men. I came from shit, came out the bottom, came out the sticks. I ain't about talking, I ain't got time. I'm on my way, I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, but you know what it is. Say what you want. I came from shit, came out the bottom, came out the sticks. I ain't about talking, I ain't got time. I'm on my way, I'm too legit. You wanna run it, then go ahead and run up and you can get done up. We do it big. Tools talk when it full spark. I ain't losing sleep, but you know what it is. Know what it is.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Home to the unsigned artists. Today's special guest, Flo. Flo from Bluefield, West Virginia. Had a whole bunch of people in here in the building, so shout out to the fans, family, high school friends, neighbors, the truck driver, the guy that runs the gasoline shop. Everybody was in here. I think Mom Dukes was in here. Everybody was in here. It's really crazy. The support system is literally huge. I don't think that's bigger than some people that I've seen that swear to God they got it like that. And I just want to tell you, wow. They I don't know what they're doing out there, but staying humble is one of the biggest things that I constantly see from the industry level You got it down packed. You taking your life. You putting your pain on these beats, and of course, when you got your anger too, you put them on them beats, just like the culture of hip hop does. And I'm such an honor to have you on here, man. And the consistency is gonna grow, and I know it. And I appreciate everybody else for man. I don't know what to say, bro. Shout to Flo. Shout to Flo, right? Can I get the applause again one more time? Woo. So Bossy V says, love from New York City. Tanya Warren says, love and respect, your city is behind you. A lot of people from the city, man. It's so crazy. Like, you must be a real biker. And you be like at the bar like everybody goes to, because this is crazy. But that's love, man. Shout out to you, man. Do you have any, you know, we're home to the unsigned artists, and as an unsigned artist yourself, I know the growth is growing and people are talking to you and stuff like that. And behind the scene work, you don't really show it because you got to make sure it's real. You got to make sure it's real thing. Do you have any words for the aspiring or unsigned artists?
Consistency and investments. You know, and that's something that when I was coming up, I was a lot younger, man. Like I said, nobody. I mean, we have people in the city that did music, you know, but we didn't have anybody that was going to come in and tell us, hey, that sounds like shit. You know, and not that I do that, but some people, you know, it's everybody wants to do a track with me and everybody wants to get on a song with me and this and that. But I'm at a level where I just can't work with any artist. You know, I can't. And it's nothing personal. It's nothing, you know, but I started out 15 years ago almost. And I wrote in my bedroom every day. I wrote bars, and I perfected the craft of what it is right now, you know. So I always put everything into it, you know, and that's why I'm here right now, is because, yeah, and I've had periods, man. At one time, you know, I gave up on music, and I had to come back to it because this is what I love. This is what I enjoy. I'm good at it, and it's my best. It's my best therapy. It's my best therapist. You know, I can say what I want, and there's nothing more humbling than when somebody that you don't know or somebody you know, man, sends you a message and say, that track, that song you just put out, that right there, you know, that's good shit. Or hey, that song you put out 6-7 months ago, that brought me through some dark shit. You know, so some hard times in my life, got me through a lot of shit. Invest in your equipment. Invest in your craft, man, because it's gonna pay off. You know, we can't mix on Mixcraft anymore. We can't mix on Audacity because the industry standard is Pro Tools. Yeah. You know, when we were starting out slinging mixtapes, you can't sling mixtapes now. Everything is digital. Yeah. You know, so when you're trying to put yourself out to any kind of audience now, it's a digital audience. It's not. You know, I mean, you can still copy CDs if that's what you want to do and walk up and down the street and try to sell them for $5, but you're not going to be successful at it. Everything now, we live in a digital world, so you have to invest in your equipment. You have to invest in your craft. Take them steps that you don't know are going to pay off. I've got so much money tied up everywhere right now that once everything starts coming back to me, I'll be okay. You know, but I've got money everywhere. Just hearing these beats and hearing these shirts and hearing this vinyl for these decals and this and that. I've taken, you know, steps that put me in a situation where financially I'm a little bit vulnerable, you know, but it's okay because I'm okay. I'm all right. You know, I mean, my bills are paid, but at the same time is my extra money. Everything goes to the music. And it's all waiting on a return. It's all waiting on a payoff. Yeah. You know, so invest in your promotion, invest in your equipment. Try to have the best sound that you can possibly have with the budget that you're working with. You know, if you got extra money, don't spend it on some weed. Don't spend it on some sneakers, you know, because you need new studio monitors. Go buy yourself some new monitors. You know, put a down payment on a microphone. Always invest in the music. You know, so that it can come back. Never think that you're too good. You know, never think that you're the best, because you're not. There's always somebody better. Stay humble. Shake hands with people. And you made the comment about being at the bar and a famous biker. But the thing is, man, is anybody can pass me in the mall. Anybody can pass me in Walmart. Anybody can pass me. I mean, at a birthday party, and I speak to them. I take the time out of my day and I speak to them. No matter what level I get, I will always try to do that. I will always try to be that guy because, like I said earlier, man, without these people, I'm nothing. I'm a guy that makes music, So always invest in your craft. Always remain humble, and remember that without the people supporting you, you're not shit. So just grind. Always grind. Be consistent. Consistency is key, and I've seen that. I've took the time off and I've came back and I see that with consistency, I might gain 5 followers a day, but that's 5 followers I didn't have yesterday. So 1 out of 10 people is going to buy a shirt from me. 1 out of 20 people is going to buy a hoodie. So it's like, just keep grinding, keep getting it, keep putting yourself out there, keep putting the face with it, and never get to a level where you think that you're better than anybody. Because I mean, even in my city, man, we got some artists that I've seen them share, music that I've been on. I've seen them share music that their homies have made, but I've literally tagged them in my posts and they will not share my music. It's a hate thing, and it's all good. I don't care, because at the end of the day, one person to 3,000 or 5,000 is nothing. How is your opinion relevant? I'm everywhere. And it's going to leave a taste in their mouth, man, when you are successful, when you do shine. And you got to kill people with kindness. And that's what I'm trying to do is, it don't matter if you don't share my music, because you know what? I'm going to tag you in it again. You don't listen to it. You ain't going to tell nobody. You ain't going to tell nobody you listen to it.
You
but you're gonna be
spamming ass.
Yeah, you're going to be at the house like, damn, yo, he killed this shit. He ain't going to tell nobody, which is cool. Hey, but you gave me a play or two. I'm cool with it. I don't need you to share it. I got everybody else sharing it. But yeah, just invest, man. Always invest in the craft, and if you can practice, or you can do anything to better the music, then do it. Even if you don't know if it's going to pay off. It's scary sometimes, man. Because you get out here and financially, it's just everything tied up everywhere, and this and that. It can get scary. So it's going to be scary. It's like some people ask me all the time, what are you going to do if somebody calls you, somebody wants to sign you? To be honest, I'm going to shit myself. I don't know. Because, you know what I'm saying? I've never thought that far ahead. Like, I don't want Diddy to call me. I don't even know if I want to have that phone call.
What am I going to... You for real?
Yeah, like, hold on. Who is this?
Who this? Stop playing.
But it's, it's like I said, man, it's a double-edged sword. Everybody that does the music, and everybody wants to be on that level.
Yeah.
But I want to be on that level financially, not clout-wise or famous. I don't care to be famous, man. I just want to make sure that when I leave here, my people are good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My kids are good. My kids don't have to live the life that I lived. They don't have to. That was deep what you said about your kids. And it's cool, like, to think about my son, man, for him to want to be like me. It is a feeling that's like, damn, that's my son. He wants to be like his dad. Yeah, it's cool. Because the thing is, man, is I do so much aside from the music. I can do anything: carpentry work, plumbing, electrical. I'm a biomedical technician. That's what I do for a living.
Okay.
So I work on dialysis equipment. I see things, and so it's like it's
this dude helping people everywhere. Like, oh my god.
And that's the thing, man. Is like,
this shit is like. I hope you drink water.
I don't.
Oh my god. See, that's the problem. That's the problem. And what's crazy is I just asked him if he drinks water, and he says he don't, right? So it always seems to be those who try to take care of everyone forgets to take care of them. Flo, these people love you. Fuck it, I love you. Drink some fucking water. We're gonna be alright. And I mean that deeper than obvious. You know what I mean? Take care of you.
I already know.
Take care of you. We want to see this Flow grow, man. Unofficial Flow on Facebook, Instagram, Flow_304. Search him all over the place. He's on the iTunes. He's on the Spotify's. Put him on your playlist. You know you're going to need that motivation. Flo, it was a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much. And I'm probably going to tell you to come back in a month.
I'll have 5 or 6 new tracks for you to play.
Yo, we here for you, whatever you need, fam.
Hey, I appreciate you, man.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
get with you on the side. I'll get the address and send you some merch, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Thank you guys so much. And thank you for everybody else watching. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, buddy.
Yo. What do you do? What do you do and what do you say? See, because the show is mad love, right? So at no time did I get angry. And I didn't because I can feel his father's pain. Him as a father. Him as an artist to struggle. Him as a human being to make sure that others are okay. I can feel it. So I couldn't get mad at that. What's crazy is that he's also a hip-hop artist. And he's killing it. He's going in there. He's vibing. He's pouring his heart out. And it's still bars. And you can know the flow is recognizable now. When people don't know what to do or call you, they want you to be something similar. So we find out that some people have called him a resemblance of the game. Well, this is not a game. This is not the game. This is flow. West Virginia. I know this is going to be bananas. I know that he's going to do something. Because it's the only way. See, what people forget is art. Art can be entertaining. It can make you laugh. It can make you cry. But people forget art. And art is a visual of the human consciousness. And if you're not out there feeling somebody's art, then you're closed-minded. And you're not human. Thank you, Flo.
Hey, you see the crazy thing about life and the way the world works, man? You never know when you're gonna take your last breath. This was for my kids. Shout out to my city. If you listening, I hope it means you miss me. Shit been crazy, I know I probably miss you too. And just know I'm with you. I don't know where I'm ending up, I can't predict it. The funny thing about life's clock, it's always ticking. And it's crazy to write this letter like I'm gone already. Just know I never let life get the best of me. Nah, I was probably ready. To my song, watch over your sisters. Never let these fuckboys disrespect them. Keep you a right-hand man and always clean your weapon. Always bust first if you need your weapon. I apologize in advance if I'm gone and you really need a lesson. Put your hands together, never out when you need some blessings. And they gon' tell you to let it out when you feel you stressing. But keep it in you, they use against you what you give them to use. It's okay to be your own man, but we got different views. If it's any lesson that I could ever teach you, love the ones that love you and love the ones that show you they need you. There's things that I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day. You never know when your ticket's called and you gotta talk with God. You never know the last time I'ma see you. Hope it's good, whatever terms we on. To my daughters, I pray you move with grace. I sit alone and I see your face. You're like two peas in a pod. God sent me straight from heaven. If you only knew the times of my lowest point, you kept me from pulling the trigger on a loaded weapon. I ain't the best with ponytails. Please forgive me, Lex. In me, them blue eyes and that smile you got make you a threat. Keep your brother solid. Men crumble too. Stay about your business, but stay humble too. You my son, I know you are humble dude. Never let them mistake your kindness for weakness. Do what you gotta do, but you ain't got shit to prove. And if I leave before I see you successful, I hope you know all the grinders for you. You I wanna be next to. Trying to give you a life your nana could never give me. Hella freeze for you, I'd squeeze for you till it's empty. Till my time let me keep. I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day. There ain't enough instrumentals for me to really tell you that I'm sorry from where I'm at if somehow I fail you. I ain't the best at emotions, but you're the reason I live. Pray if you need me, I pray I can hear you. I know life's shitty. I made plenty of mistakes. I hope you can forgive me. I never had a guy to be your father. I had to learn plenty. If I had to do it again, I would have changed some choices. No matter what life I'm in, I hope I can hear your voices. There's things that I can't change. Might lose this fight with all these demons in my head. Just know that when I leave from here, I wasn't scared. When you need me, just look up to the sky and pray. And you can read this letter every day.
Yo, my man right here, he don't need no introduction.
You already know you in LV. Us niggas love violence. It's Dime the Bully, a.k.a. fuck up your favorite artist. QSJ, we in the building. The X is gonna shut it down today. These niggas don't know what's going on in this, man, for real. We in, blood. We in.
The X in the building. QSJ Radio.
Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artist. Today's show is brought to you by Unofficial Flow. Please search Unofficial Flow on Facebook. You can see all the content, all the videos, everything. And he goes live and he talks to the people almost every day. So go ahead to Unofficial Flow on that Facebook. Follow Flow on Instagram at flow_304. He's also streaming his non-released and released tracks on SoundCloud.com. And if you got that iTunes and Spotify, go ahead and stream Flow. Our next stream will be Ian Garin. Ian Garin is a multimedia artist. And I'm trying to tell you guys something. This dude is straight singing his heart out. He's bringing his own style of R&B. He will be with us this Thursday. Ian Garin. I don't even know why he's coming here. Just like I don't know why Flo came here. They're just too fire to even be here. But they wanted to, and they wanted to share their experiences with the unsigned because the grind doesn't stop. So I really want to appreciate everybody tuning in. Oh my God. Whew, what do we do now? Like, what do we do now, man? What do we do now, man? What do we do now? This is crazy. Like, what are we supposed to do now? I mean, I know what to do now. We're going to get into that Mad Love mix. So if you're here for the first time, this is a Mad Love mix. So every artist has a chance right now to get heard for the first time. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Let's start this with real problems.
We're going to put up a graphic here. I want to show some of the headlines. West Virginia right now, 19.1% of the people in the state live in poverty. That's a 1.2% increase over last year. And even more jarring is that 25.5% of children in West Virginia live in poverty.
We can't get into politics, we got real problems. He can't even read the script across his pill bottles. Though we prayed the pain away, yeah, we still got it. Don't know if God can hear these prayers, but we still follow. Only way to reach my people is to write songs. Hope my brothers banging cold gon' keep them lights on. Yeah, we West Virginia raised, but we got bigger dreams. We can't worry with politics, but there's bigger things. Have you ever paid for a homeless man to have a meal? What about shoes? You ever thought how your bare feet would feel? The dead of winter, no blankets, we really in them trenches. Y'all just worry about clout and just trying to get a mention. We got a fiend on every block out here in West Virginia. They passing time, abusing all of them pill prescriptions. They came and flooded the streets and they watched them profits building. Knowing addiction rip up family and kill family members. How you prosper off of poverty, off of people who didn't know that back pain and knee pain is worth watching your children grow. Over time they sell their soul, lose everything that they earn. For a fix, ain't that some shit? They passed the point of no return. Now a family left, picking a box and some placement, taking what money they had, hitting them hiding places, picking the finest flowers, put them in shiny vases. Karma would be big pharma asleep because see they can't get into politics, we got real problems. He can't even read the script across his pill bottles. Though we prayed the pain away, yeah, we still got it. Don't know if God can hear these prayers, but we still follow. The only way to reach my people is to write songs. Hope my brothers banging cold gon' keep them lights on. Yeah, we West Virginia raised, but we got bigger dreams. We can't worry with politics, but there's bigger things.
I'm from that place, the dreams you chase, you want to see when you grow up. Feel like you're locked inside a box, the stomach pains make it throw up. Made a promise never to revert back to that life I was living. Went from whipping in the kitchen to a better life for my children. Made a stand, I made a way for us to escape these woods. On my knees, yet still I pray, cause I ain't live how I should. Remember Timmy from the block, he used to smoke that crack. Then move states, he ain't want his kids to seem like that. How would you feel to walk a mile in them shoes? I wouldn't know where I'm from, only go 4 seasons could make it snow. We in a drought, I ain't seen rain in what feels like years, but them waterworks come out. When they drop, we still shed tears. That's just the times we in, where we laugh and still play. When them heads fall, somebody's best friend have flown away. But spread your wings, angel, as you fly with the state bird. Drift away, release the pain and pray to survive with
we
these
can't
words.
Get into politics, we got real problems. He can't even read the script across his pill bottles. Though we prayed the pain away, yeah, we still got it. Don't know if God can hear these prayers, but we still follow. Only way to reach my people is to write songs. Hope my brothers banging cold gon' keep them lights on. Yeah, we West Virginia raised, but we got bigger dreams. We can't worry with politics, but there's bigger things.
Nello Fernando. This one's called Trigger. Thanks for everybody tuning in. Mad Love Mix for only 1 hour.
Just in my creative spaces. Letting these juices
Let us know how you guys feel about these songs.
That's a good one. Constant playbacks of the instrumental. The track is packed with the sound kid's voice box to match it. Use the vocal back ends to voice opinion. Cause you dipshits won't get it otherwise if it ain't spittin'. But that's good, at least the ones that's woken. Peep the dope shit that's going on. Swirling inside the first chamber, inside the barn. And I got pounds of the catalog, but I don't belong in the category with you dudes and you punk bitches. Cause I'm that lyricist, skills with the word, I styles with the stylist. Off a note sent into the galaxy. Not far but around her, while I sit in style with my galaxy. Taking notes to the stylist that got me prepared for the project that's poppin'. Hubba bubba max is poppin'. I drop shit that fills the toilet bowl and clogs it. I'm that boss kid, she be calling me boss baby. Might get fat, cop a Maybach. I be feeling like Ross baby. Shook Knight with the Cubans. Fast cigars, she ain't Cuban. She is just light-skinned it. Ask me, what am I feeling? I'm feeling it all, baby, like dick when it passes through. On my way to the draws, baby, she taking it all in. Inspired by concepts, triggered the idea, nigga. Inspired by concepts, triggered the idea. Inspired by Inspired by concepts, triggered than idea. Inspired by concepts, triggered than idea. That was.
This right here is called V Lonely.
I wear my Velo, my Gucci, my Rollie, but no friends around me. I'm feeling lonely. I hit that bitch up and she just ignores me. Give it 6 months and I
Go to get heard. QSJ Radio.
This is a dedication song from RXSS.
I wear my Velo, my Gucci, my Rollie, but no friends around me. I'm feeling lonely. I hit that bitch up and she just ignores me. Give it 6 months and I bet she wants me. I wear my Velo, my Gucci, my Rollie, but no friends around me. I'm feeling lonely. I hit that bitch up and she just ignores me. Give it 6 months and I bet she wants me. Popping sands on my own, yeah. Wait, hold up. Fuck all the drugs, yeah, thoughts in my head. I'm all alone. If the pressure don't kill me, then I don't really know. I try to talk to you, but you is fucking blunt. Been through this before, bitch, nowhere to run. You ain't really like this because it's a front. Tryna impress your friends by being a, yeah. Why you gotta be like that for, bitch? You want my love back when I'm real rich. Calling me up like, get off my line, annoying me like an itch. Don't want me now, but you will when I make it. Be making racks, all you wanna do is take it. Bitch, you is broke, so can't really say shit. Stay clear for me, cause bitch, you the fakest. I wear my Velo, my Gucci, my Rollie, but no friends around me. I'm feeling lonely. I hit that bitch up and she just ignores me. Give it 6 months and I bet she wants me. I wear my Velo, my Gucci, my Rollie, but no friends around me. I'm feeling lonely. I hit that bitch up and she just ignores me. Give it 6 months and I bet she wants me.
Shout out to everybody listening in. Make sure you guys let us know where you guys are watching us from. I can't even get over that flow and that flow interview. Let's share the show. Sometimes you just gotta, you know. So man love, what up?
I'm in the trenches where it's never safe. I put my right hand to God for a regulate. Gotta lighten the load before you elevate. Your body is a temple, but sometimes you renovate. Trying to enter to a straight from a broad place. So like a caged bird, let it fly away. You can get zoned if you let your thoughts roam. Fuck around and pull your chrome, now you're sitting in a cold place. I'm outside where it's never safe. I reminisce when the syrup sandwich was the entree. College Hill, apartment 33 is where the dawn stayed. Martin Luther King in 22nd where my mom laid. I miss you. this song since birth. Yeah, I'm grown, but when you heal wrong, shit still hurts. And the facts, my brother gone really make shit worse. I ain't sad, I'm melancholy, thinking about that hearse, but that's life. Show them your hand, you gotta deal with it. You protecting your house, playing the field, nigga. You train hard, hoping to be a meal ticket. Life dealt me no sunshine like Bill Withers. I know it's crazy when you go outside, you on your grind and some nigga come and take your life. A nigga trying real hard not to bust his pipe. You bust that steel and you're still trying to avoid them strikes, but yeah. Yeah, man. Ain't nobody really safe out here no more. You know what I mean? You go outside, something can happen to you driving. Something can happen to you.
We are home to the unsigned artist.
Something can happen to you, so all we can do is just get our priorities together, man. Keep pressing on and be safe.
You're listening to a QSJ radio exclusive.
Show you what you need. Are you about that game? Are you ready to? You drive me insane. I want to know, how can we get this going? Yeah. Ooh, I like the way you hit. Ooh, I like the style you wear. It's just little things you do. It makes me wanna fuck with you and let me know. Ooh, baby. Yeah. All night. All night. We go all night. All night. We go all night. We go all night. Yeah. I see you standing there. Yeah, I really care to know what you're all about. Just let me show you now and take you down below. Ooh, baby. Yeah, yeah. Let me show you what I can really do. I just wanna be with you and let me show you what I do and let you know. Ooh, baby. Yeah.
Got myself a check and I spend it all in a day. Feel like Belichick when I'm steady calling the plays. Man, I got a bad one and she coming over the stage. She giving me all the goods and I ain't even gotta pay. I don't see no competition when it comes to this flow. Feeling like a genie, I'ma give them what they wish for. Heard they wanna beef, well I'ma cook them like a bistro. Talking like a gangster, but you sweeter than Nabisco. Got a couple homies serving beans like it's pinto. I know you heard about me now, but I've been dope. 100 on the 65, serving with the 10 slow. Shooters, you don't wanna see them hanging out the window. I'm writing out the plot. You either with the movement or you not. If it ain't about the plan, I ain't got time on my watch. Ain't nothing easy, I done put in time for this spot. And I'm not about to drop. Been tried to tell them they don't get the concept. They rap it, no flow and no content. All about the bread, but no dough in they pocket. I know you're real life and you broke, nigga, stop it. Spark another green game while I watch the sun go. Ask myself where the motherfucking love go. This game, it be feeling so cutthroat. I just wanna vibe with my lady in my blunt smoke. So never think you running past me. Herbals in my pipe and now they can't contain the gas leak. Drop a couple tracks, I make them run it like an athlete. The answer's 47, it don't matter what the math be. I ain't materialistic, but just put me where the cash be. Creator of my world and today I'm feeling crafty. I just keep on talking till my eyes are looking glassy. Living by the code and I ain't talking, so don't ask me. Yeah. Pull up when I wanna, that's real nigga timing. Get up off the mountain, that's a real nigga climbing. Frequencies in motion, I can see the shit aligning. I just do this for my family and to see my homie shining. Now you stuck recovering the fumble. Maybe you should chill and keep it humble. I'm just speaking as a product of my own struggle. Everything will be authentic, bound to keep that shit 100. Now I'm bound to get the bundles. I'm a hey,
that probably take her.
Play that shit on TNT.
You're listening to a QSJ radio exclusive.
She bad, she get the bag, never nag, got the swag. Post some tax, don't need a cab, but she in the bag. Know how to add me and you, baby, ayy.
Oh, she bad, she get the bag, never nag, got the swag. Post some tax, don't need a cab, but she in the bag. Know how to add me and you, baby, ayy. You do the math. she in a bag. Know how to add me and you, baby. You do the math. How to holla, shawty, what it do? Ooh, now how I move, I need my revenue. Yeah, let's just get it, you can count it too. Just stay 100, don't give attitude. Whoa, a lot of dudes mad at me, I can never lose. And jealous of a man that ain't even cool. My whole life has been like action news. I want that Aston coupe when I'm passing through on your avenue. I remember doing bad in school. Now every day I'm just stacking loot. So why you slacking, fool? Mad cause I'm white out rapping you? Haha, that's funny. You don't know what I've been through, homie. I'm self-made, yeah, why you think I'm smooth, homie? I was born to the pain, it's nothing new, homie. Yeah, I came from the mud, I'll make it through, homie. There ain't nothing I can't make it through. Let's get that understood, homie. Yeah, hope you understood. Got the gas, she rolled the woods for me. Ooh, she bad, but looking good for me. Ooh, she bad, she get the bag, never nag. Got the swag, pop some tags, don't need a cab. She in a bag, know how to add me and you, baby. You do the math. Ooh, she bad, she get the bag, never nag. Got the swag, pop some tags, don't need a cab. She in a bag, know how to add me and you, baby. You do the math. A couple thousand likes on her pics on IG. Model girls about to be rocking my tees. Need a Lebanese dime piece, Dominican and maybe Chinese, but they all come after my cheese. MOB, you know what I mean. Mad people wanted me to join their team, so how the fuck I ain't ready for the scene, huh? I'm just a young artist grinding on the east. I breathe heat, toe tag beats, so don't ask me to feature on one of your songs with no cash fee. It's $250 if you really want one badly. Cause if the shoes were reversed, you'd probably tax me. We run tracks like athletes, flip on back streets. Baddie in the backseat, we smoke a mad weed. Turning heads when they pass me. And when it comes to that cash G, we need it fastly. Ooh, she bad, she get the bag, never nag. Got the swag, pop some tags, don't need a cab. She in a bag, know how to add me and you, baby. You do the math. Ooh, she bad, she get the bag, never nag. Got the swag, pop some tags, don't need a cab. She in a bag, know how to add me and you, baby. You do the math.
Big shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com, home to the unsigned artists. Really hope that you guys are enjoying your show. Join your show. Yeah, that's right. Your show. You guys communicate with me. You guys introduce people to me. Introduce me to them. And it's all good, man. At the end of the day, this is your show. Shout out to Tyler Jake. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in for the first time. Bossy V is in the building heavy. We got a whole bunch of people, man. It's really crazy, man. So shout out to West Virginia's own Bluefield, West Virginia's own official flow, crazy unofficial flow. So nuts, man. So nuts. And he got a flow. It's like, what do we do? You know what I mean? I don't know if this is the same tap in. I really hope it's not. No, it's not. That shit looks whack. But anyway, shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJRadio.com. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJ Radio's Random Law. Today we're going to talk about artists and how they can expose their talents to new audiences. First and foremost, I want to give a shout out to D4 Music Marketing because I came across their article and I'm loving the information. I'm going to tell you straight up, artists, you need a good song. Have good music. See, because if you have a mediocre song, then you're going to get a mediocre response. All right, time to put these headphones on because I'm going to be audio. These are one audios. So if you want some information on these, I'm gonna put it on the screen. All right, one thing you could do is you could pay for social media ads because you can target your age, you can target everything, your state, whatever it is that you're trying to do with that song, you can use social media ads. Another thing is hashtagging or tagging your music properly. People know me on the other side for metadata, but metadata only identifies your song. Tagging your song is extremely different. People follow hashtags all day, whether it be fitness, music, politics, it's whatever. People who are following that kind of trend could probably see if your song is relatable, and they'll probably share it and you expose them to potential fans. Another thing is performing live. Performing live is probably one of the biggest things ever because you are reliving that song, if it's real or not. I mean, that's what we say in hip hop anyway. People will feel that. They'll be your fans. They'll ask for Instagrams, all that stuff. As soon as you come off stage, it's going to be crazy. Ask for pictures. You got to perform live. One of the most instant gratification things that you guys can do is you can go to a review show. And I'm going to list a few of my top ones right now that you should go to. You got the homie Uplifted, which not for none, he probably gonna get mad at me, but he one of the ugliest hosts I've ever. You know what? His show has clout, and I love him for that. Uplifted, keep smiling, my G. Big shout out to the up and coming radio host Candy Solid Circle. Check out her stuff on Facebook, on Instagram. You guys got to check it out. Just send the music in. And this, of course, is for the birthday girl, Holly LP Wood. If you get to know about the eargasm, she goes live on YouTube. She goes live on Twitch. She goes live on Facebook. But make sure that you follow those rules or whatever these guys want, and you can get yourself some exposure, especially because they've been doing review shows for a very long time and their exposure is around the world. Another way to expose your music and yourself is crazy because it's not a big secret. Collaborate with artists. That's it. Do a song with people, but actually do it. A lot of you guys like to send music and send vocals to each other, but not everybody has that kind of magic to kind of feel like you're in the studio with them. You never know what big things can happen because you are exposing yourself to their fans. So because of the internet, a lot of people have tuned away from getting yourself the easiest exposure ever, which is TV. It is still one of the most watched things locally. If you are a big local talent, you can imagine the support that you'll probably get from being a local recording artist. Local communities and their organization. I don't know what it is that you got going on in your life. I'm sure there's a community or an organization that will help you with that situation. And not for that, but they always have events, and the events, they have to entertain people. And what do? They gather local artists. Listen, you don't have to get paid for any of this stuff. Go do charity work. Depending where you are in your career, get yourself a publicist. I know I got Steady Grind. Shout out to them. They're always listening in. They're always trying to get people, especially when they hear good music. They want you to publicize because they're going to get you press. Publicity and press. That is their job. So get yourself a publicist. Get your songs on popular curated playlists. I mean, let me tell you something. I got 3 kids in the house that stay on Spotify and they have their own playlist. If your song is fire and it's on playlist, that's 3 people that are probably going to put them on the playlist, and they share it to their friends, and it goes bigger and bigger than that. You ever thought about pitching your music to YouTube channels instead of just putting your music on YouTube? I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of artists that I figured out, myself, by watching other people's YouTubes. It's crazy. What song is that in the background? They'll find it in the description. Or if anything, somebody will say something in the comments and they'll say that the artist's name. I'm going to find out who the fuck that artist is because it's fire. But you're not doing that. You got to go on these Twitch. You got to go to these gamers. These gamers, they're living life right now. And so the only thing that you can do is, hey, what's up, man? How can I get my song on your stream? Like, I don't know about you, but in 2018, we didn't know who Lil Nas X was. Artists are artists and music is music, but we're going to get into that later on. But for the purpose of the video, go viral. That's it. You know what I really hate? I hate when artists say, nobody's ever done that before. Nobody's ever done that before. And I'm literally like, yes, they have. And the crickets go off in my ear. At the end of the day, if you're not putting out good songs, no marketing is going to help. No one is going to want to collaborate with you. No fan is going to want to promote you. No Facebook ads are going to save you. No blog or press is going to cover you. Make good music. That's step 1. Don't go out there thinking you got the hottest song ever and I can't hear you. And that was your random love. Welcome back to QSJRadio.com, home of the unsigned artist. It's your host, Traffic Light from QSJ Radio. Thank you guys so much for listening in. We got a few songs left, and then we're going to call it a night. We did start a little late, but I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, even though it was a little late. So I'm letting this rock out for a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and put an exclusive. This one right here is called Birthday. Birthday by Bar L. Bar L is also, I think somebody's featured in this song. No, it's Bar L. It's called Birthday.
Got my style, got my type of game. 4 or 5 o'clock, bitches steady 5 a.m. Pouring liquor in the bucket, that will do the thing. Got no eyes, got no bands, but they scream my name. Started from the bottom, bowling seats engaged. All my exes calling when I'm on the stage. Asking me if I got rich, so we'll be back again. But one girl on the spot, cause she do the thing. Playing reggaeton, Balvin and Anita. Keeping up the rolls, like Snoop and Khalifa. She looks like Rihanna, don't know Chris or Drizzy. Has no limit to this party, meaning like Jeezy. Bottles up with the shots like I'm Lil Jon. Like a rock star, Savage and Malone. Give me hour and we start talking like Jason. Dirty with the lyrics, but pretty when she dance on. It's a birthday and she got a cake. Showing baby how you do it, how you shake. When they hear me sing, they will scream like. After all the parties, they will talk like. They told her to say fuck us to keep watch that. Cause I'm the type of guy you better watch out. But you don't really know me, would you say that? I'm just a good boy living good bad. Started taking shots, now we're drinking out of bottle. Wasn't my home, but now I'm here with all these models. Smiling for the Insta, so the DMs wouldn't stop. Post another story every time she roll it up. Playing Bruno Mars, cause that's what I like. With this type of songs, we'll be up all night. Acting like amigos, just not making money. But I see get the girls when I play with Bunny. Made this song to play my shoe and party. Everything I want, I got like Ariana Grande. Thinking about a Lambo, living like Ronaldo. Got a couple haters, but they always just say bravo. It's a birthday and she got a cake. Showing baby how you do it, how you shake. When they hear me sing, they will scream like. After all the parties, they will talk like. It's a birthday and she got a cake. Showing baby how you do it, how you shake. When they hear me sing, they will scream like. After all the parties, they will talk like.
Where the unsigned go to get heard. QSJ Radio.
I liked it, man. Ty B, the homie Tank Tompkins, legendary rapper in New York City. Birthday's today, so congratulations on that birthday, buddy. I know you're probably not listening. It's okay. No one listens to my show.
Bang, bang, Thomas gang, nigga. Tank, what up?
I got a couple problems, but that bitch ain't one. You said you want some static, come and get you some. Bad style, Brooklyn talk is where we from. When you come through here, you better have your gun. I got a couple problems, but that bitch ain't one. You said you want some static, come and get you some. Bad style, Brooklyn talk is where we from. When you come through here, you better have your gun. I'm a pimp in my blood, call me Goldie. I'm fucking niggas, bitches, even if they know me. I'm only loyal to my niggas, that's for sure. I got the brand new chopper for the love. I'm on my shit, cause they let me on parole. When it's time to let it go, I'll let it go. Blizzard B. Hood told me be easy. easy. I've been humble, but the boy still greasy. I'm a BBG soldier, money hungry vibe. For my niggas out, had the whole road on fire. Take talk as you watch the niggas blow up. Watch the hate when they see my niggas blow up. Bang, bang, talk this gang, what you rapping? We on that Brooklyn bullshit without a question. We really in these streets, no half stepping. All my niggas getting money, yeah, we flexing.
We are home to the unsigned artist. If you have other expectations, look elsewhere. We are at war all the time. Our weapon is mad law.
Brooklyn, you know how y'all get. Y'all crazy. So shout out to that. Shout out to everybody listening. Tune in to QSJ. We don't have any other song entries for Mad Law. Usually we don't care, so we just go on. But it is late, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. It was fun. It was litty. And sometimes the litty is gone. We got a lot of things coming up, especially the QSJ Radio. Ian Guerin, he will be interviewed this Thursday on QSJRadio.com. It's going to be incredible. Want to thank again Flo for coming into the show. Very deep dude and very, very, very inspirational kind of man. So just be human, just be humble, and just please, please always take care of your community. National Puerto Rican Day Parade, Sunday, June 14th, 2020. We are giving away a chance for an artist to perform in front of 5 million people. Yes, we'll go down 5th Avenue in New York City. We don't know when or where we're going to do all that, but you know what I'm saying? I don't see anything. Shout out to everybody listening, man. For real, man. Thank you guys so much. I am tired. I am tired. Well, Pesci, what up, man? Shout out to everybody listening, man. You guys, you know, I hope you guys go watch another dumbass show. Yeah, I'm not trying to fool these other shows, man. But come on, man. Let's get serious, bro. We out here. We trying to do this thing. We trying to.
Thanks for tuning in to QSJ Radio. Please like, follow, or friend us at QSJ Radio Live on Twitter, QSJ Radio on Facebook, and visit QSJRadio.com.